So, this is how we doing it right now. We're gonna start this off. Peep the game, yo. Peep the game. Peep the game, keep the game. Peep the game, yo, peep what you gain. I'm looking at the track, trying to find a little gain. Trying to raise up the volume, trying to find a little pain. So I can find the pleasure, so I see now what remains. Between the contradictory, between that is in history. Between that is connected to what's known with a mystery. I'm looking at these people that will know what it is when they get rid of the metaphor to find all of their misery and put it out. Put it like they putting out trash. Trying to take out the things that are hating us here at last. I'm looking at this world, trying to find the way to dash away from all of the whiplash. We whipping ourselves, beating ourselves. Don't we understand that what we are doing is defeating ourselves? Time to take something that is beyond. Find the magical people that are stuck in the song. Inside we are on elves. We are all elves. We are all the people that don't recognize that this life we're gonna take some L's. I'm just looking at these people that are trying to find the way back. I understand I'm trying to go there, way back. Nah, it's not in the past, nor is it in the future. This is now in the present where we're here down to maneuver. Right now is the time that we go in the deep dive. The flow is here when it's alive inside of it like it's scuba. Scuba down to the place that is underwater. My flow is here under foster. My girl and do it for mothers and daughters as well as fathers who recognize that we have so much fallen. Before we recognize that we're not martyrs, it's time to live truly. This is a new age, a new time to see what happens when we move these words right inside the public. I see what happens, yo, I'm living life in the republic. Yo, this rhetorical metaphors every time that I love it. I see it, I take it, I hold it, then I glove it. And then I uncuff my fist. Cause I'm tired of being stuck in cuffs, it's time to release it. Tired of being in prison. It's time for a decision. There's no time for division. What we're doing is simply just living like. What's up, everybody? Rhetorical Artz. And this is an unwritten. Unwritten sessions begin. Unwritten artistry, y'all. This is how we do it. Here to represent. This is not restricted. This is what we're doing when we look at what we constricting. See exactly what we're like a boa constrictor. I understand this when it gets stricter. That's when I start giving things a chance. That's when we need to let it loosen. This is what happens when we recognize and start producing. This is what we're here to do. Why we are reducing. Educes and draw out what happens when we're about. The things that we are meant to do. It's time to fight. It's time to get up and do the first 10 bouts so that we can understand that this life is so transitionary. It's a temporary route. And when we recognize the route to the dial zone, we can recognize the calling when we are stuck all alone. Looking at the zone, trying to get into the end zone. Looking at the ozone layer, trying the end zones. I try to want to make the atmosphere clear. I kinda wanna look at the man in the mirror. I kinda wanna look at things that are in fear. And I wanna understand it like paper wanna be teared. I terror it like a terrorist. When I terrify what is terrifying me, I recognize it's terrific. Every single time that I connect with the global at the same time in my life getting specific. I see it. I move it, then I breathe it. Living in the way that I can see it. Then wage it like a Ouija board. Trying to understand what we can afford. If we recognize that this life inside of is a forge. And unfold it so we can see exactly what we're doing. And look outside and move towards it. The world outside is heavy by nature. This nature is what happens when we recognize that a nature is outside as well as inside. Our inner nature is calling us so that we can rise. I'm looking at these people trying to act like they are stuck, like they're hypnotized with something that really inside of you has no ties. It's time for a tiebreaker, a time maker. The people don't recognize it because they stuck up in the makeup. But this is not cosmetic, y'all. We're trying to get honest, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of people, you know, they act like they got like a camera in front of them, like I do right now. So they're sitting there fronting, cause they're doing it for a while. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the people that don't recognize that they are being seen. But it doesn't matter, they don't have to be obscene. They can look at the lines between the people that recognize it's fine up in the scene. As in the scene, as in the act, as in the phase, in the moment of the chapter at the page. I'm looking here, hoping that you people will engage, not disengage. You will not be drones, just looking up at the screen like you're cyclones. You're spinning around in circles, recognizing, man, if you don't stop, it's gonna hurt you. Don't you understand it? Yo, I'm sitting like a bird, I'm about to perch on the things that are real. So let me surf on the board. I'm looking to excite these people and not life. You'd be bored. Entertainment is in focusing. I see it in the moment, magic, hocus pocus it. I'm looking at the world trying to find where the Lotus lives. I take a minute cause I'm Clark looking for Lois. It's kinda hard to find something in a relationship. Lately I ain't relating with people, so I get the grip of the things that I need inside of me, and the things that I don't have to look for someone else. I have them at my fingertips, and I'm looking here to write it down. A pen as I write these sounds, people recognize it now. I'm not worrying about the verbs, the adjectives, or noun. Adjectives are descriptions that aren't descriptive when it comes to what is deep down, deep inside. I'm looking at the things and trying to see just what resides. I'm looking at this whole world, man, I'm just surprised by the very power in my own eyes. I recognize there are things that we need. There are beyond the greed. There are things that we want, and they go beyond the font. There are things that we hear, and they're beyond the exterior in the mirror. They're beyond the things that we could be if we don't recognize them and simply plant the seed. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there is something that leaves me blinking, and in the blink it's gone, and then I'm wondering what happened to it, and I don't know if I can find it in the song. Find it. But the only way to find it is to remind myself that I am strong.